Ladies and gentlemen, let me share something with you, something that will stir your soul, wake your mind, and shift your perspective. You see, there's a power most people run from, a strength they avoid because they misunderstand it. That power is being alone. Now, I'm not talking about loneliness. That's a whole different story. Loneliness is an emptiness that craves company. But being alone, oh, that's something entirely different. That's where growth happens. That's where the seeds of greatness are planted. When you're alone, you're not distracted by the noise of the world. You're not chasing after what someone else thinks you should do or trying to fit into their mold. You've got the space to ask yourself, what do I want? What do I stand for? Who do I want to become? And that's where the magic begins. In the silence, you can hear your own thoughts. You can face your fears, your doubts, your weaknesses. And let me tell you something, you can't conquer what you won't confront. When you sit with yourself, really sit with yourself, you discover truths that other people might not want you to see. You realize how much you're capable of, how strong you really are. Being alone teaches you resilience. It's in those moments of solitude that you learn to stand on your own 2 feet, to find your balance when the world feels shaky. It's when you realize that your strength doesn't come from the applause or approval of others, it comes from within. You want to build something great? You've got to start in the quiet. The greatest ideas, the boldest dreams, the strongest foundations, they're born in solitude. Look at anyone who's achieved something remarkable, and I promise you this, they had their alone time. They embraced it. They used it. But let me warn you, solitude isn't easy. It will test you. It will force you to look at parts of yourself that you might not like. It will challenge you to dig deeper than you ever thought possible. And that's exactly why it's so powerful. Because when you come out on the other side, you're not just stronger, you're unstoppable. So I'm asking you to embrace it. Don't fear the silence. Don't run from being alone. Use it. Let it sharpen you, mold you, and prepare you for whatever lies ahead. Because when you learn to thrive in your own company, you discover that the greatest ally you'll ever have is you. And that, my friends, is power. Real power. The kind that no one can take from you. Solitude fosters self-discovery. Being alone gives you the space to reflect, understand your desires, and align with your true purpose. Silence enhances clarity in the absence of external noise. You can hear your thoughts, confront your fears, and gain a deeper understanding of yourself. Strength comes from within. True resilience is built when you rely on yourself, learning to stand tall without external validation. Creativity thrives in solitude. The most transformative ideas and dreams are born in moments of quiet introspection. Alone time builds resilience. Facing solitude challenges you to grow stronger, pushing you to overcome your doubts and weaknesses. Self-reliance is empowering. Thriving in your own company reveals the greatest source of power, your own inner strength. Being alone provides a rare and invaluable opportunity for self-discovery. In a world that is constantly buzzing with distractions, expectations, and demands from others, solitude is a space where you can strip away the noise and focus on yourself. It is within this quiet, undisturbed environment that you begin to uncover who you truly are, not the version shaped by societal pressures or the opinions of others, but the authentic self that exists beneath all the layers. When you spend time alone, you gain the ability to reflect deeply on your thoughts, feelings, and experiences. You start to see patterns in your behavior, recognize your strengths, and understand your weaknesses. It becomes easier to identify what genuinely brings you joy and fulfillment, as opposed to what you've been conditioned to believe should make you happy. Without the influence of others' expectations, you can ask yourself honest questions. What do I value? What are my dreams? What do I want my life to stand for? These questions are often drowned out in the hustle of everyday life, but in solitude, they come into sharp focus. Self-discovery is not just about uncovering your likes and dislikes, it's about understanding your purpose. Purpose is deeply personal, and it's something that can only emerge when you take the time to look inward. When you're alone, You can explore your passions and talents without fear of judgment or comparison. You might discover a hidden skill, a long-buried dream, or a new perspective on your potential. This process of self-exploration can be liberating, as it allows you to embrace your individuality and let go of the need to conform. Being alone also teaches you to listen to your inner voice. This voice, your intuition, often gets drowned out in the chaos of daily life, where opinions and advice come at you from all directions. In solitude, you learn to trust this voice, which is a direct connection to your inner self. It helps guide your decisions, align your actions with your values, and lead you toward a life that feels true to you. The more you spend time alone, the stronger this connection becomes, and the more confident you feel in making choices that resonate with your authentic self. Furthermore, solitude allows you to process your emotions in a healthy way. Often people seek external distractions to avoid confronting difficult feelings. But when you're alone, you have no choice but to face these emotions head on. This isn't a negative thing, it's an opportunity for growth. By sitting with your feelings, you can understand them, learn from them, and ultimately let them guide you toward healing and self-awareness. This emotional clarity strengthens your sense of self and empowers you to navigate challenges with grace and resilience. Spending time alone also reveals the impact of your relationships on your sense of identity. Sometimes we unconsciously mold ourselves to fit into certain roles within our social circles, be it as a friend, partner, or colleague. While relationships are important, they can sometimes blur the lines of who you truly are. Solitude provides a chance to untangle these influences and rediscover the core of your being. It's a moment to ask, who am I without all these labels and roles? The answer to this question is profound, as it leads to a clearer sense of identity and purpose. Lastly, self-discovery through solitude fosters a deep sense of self-acceptance. When you spend time alone, you come to terms with all aspects of yourself, the good, the bad, and everything in between. This acceptance is the foundation of self-confidence and self-love. You begin to see that your worth isn't tied to external validation or achievements. It comes from simply being who you are. In the quiet moments of solitude, you build a relationship with yourself that is unshakable. It's where you discover not only who you are, but also who you have the potential to become. Silence is one of the most powerful tools for gaining clarity. In the world today, where noise surrounds us in every form, notifications, conversations, media, and constant demands for attention, finding silence feels like a luxury. But it is in silence that your mind can finally breathe, and in that space, clarity emerges. Silence allows you to sort through the chaos, find what truly matters, and realign yourself with your purpose. When you remove yourself from the noise, you create the conditions necessary for deep thinking. Our brains are often overwhelmed with information, processing countless inputs that cloud our thoughts and make it difficult to focus. Silence acts as a filter, clearing out the clutter and leaving you with the essentials. It creates a mental stillness where your thoughts can flow freely without interruption or influence. In this stillness, you gain insight into your priorities, goals, and challenges. It becomes easier to identify what's truly important versus what's merely urgent or trivial. In silence, your internal dialogue takes center stage. This can be uncomfortable for some, as it means facing thoughts and feelings that are easy to ignore in a noisy environment. But this confrontation is exactly what leads to clarity. When you allow yourself to sit with your thoughts unfiltered and uninterrupted, you begin to see patterns, connections, and underlying truths that might have been hidden before. Silence gives you the time and space to process your experiences, analyze your decisions, and reflect on your actions. It's like shining a light into a dark room, revealing things you hadn't noticed or understood before. One of the most profound effects of silence is its ability to reveal solutions to problems. Often we approach challenges with a reactive mindset, rushing to fix things without fully understanding the root cause. But in silence, you can step back and view the situation from a broader perspective. This shift allows you to approach problems with calmness and creativity. Instead of reacting impulsively, you can respond thoughtfully, guided by reason and intuition. Many of the greatest breakthroughs and ideas in history have come from moments of quiet reflection, where the thinker was free from distractions and able to focus entirely on the issue at hand. Silence also enhances your ability to listen not just to others, but to yourself. In a noisy world, it's easy to lose touch with your inner voice, that subtle guidance system that often knows what's best for you. When you embrace silence, you tune into this voice more clearly. You begin to understand your instincts, values, and desires on a deeper level. This internal awareness is a cornerstone of clarity, as it helps you make decisions that are aligned with your true self. Furthermore, silence allows you to reconnect with the present moment. Often we're so caught up in past regrets or future anxieties that we lose sight of the here and now. Noise perpetuates this state of distraction, pulling our attention in countless directions. Silence, on the other hand, anchors you to the present. It invites you to observe your surroundings, notice your feelings, and simply be. This mindful presence enhances your clarity by grounding you in reality and helping you see things as they truly are, not as your fears or assumptions make them seem. Another powerful aspect of silence is its ability to foster emotional clarity. Emotions can be confusing, overwhelming, and difficult to navigate, especially when we're surrounded by external noise. Silence provides a safe space to sit with these emotions, to understand their origins, and to process them without judgment or pressure. This emotional clarity not only helps you heal, but also strengthens your emotional intelligence, allowing you to navigate relationships and challenges with greater wisdom and empathy. Finally, silence gives you the opportunity to recalibrate your energy. Noise drains you mentally, emotionally, and even physically. It pulls you in multiple directions, leaving you scattered and exhausted. Silence, however, replenishes your reserves. It centers you, bringing a sense of calm and focus that is essential for clarity. In this state, you can approach life with renewed purpose and direction. The clarity gained through silence is transformative. It strips away the unnecessary, reveals the essential, and equips you with the focus and insight needed to move forward with confidence. Strength is not something that is given to you. It is something that is built from within. When you spend time alone, away from the validation and support of others, you tap into a wellspring of resilience and inner strength that you might not have realized you possessed. It's in those moments, when you have only yourself to rely on, that you discover how capable you truly are. Being alone strips away the crutches of external reinforcement. It removes the applause, the pats on the back, and the voices of encouragement that often bolster our confidence. While these external supports are valuable, they can sometimes mask an underlying dependence on others to feel strong or capable. In solitude, you are left with only yourself, and it is in this space that you learn to stand tall, even when no one is watching. This is where true strength begins, when you realize that your worth and your power come from within, not from the opinions or approval of others. When you rely solely on yourself, you are forced to confront your fears and insecurities. These are the barriers that often hold us back, and they thrive on avoidance. In the company of others, it's easy to distract yourself from these fears, to push them aside or bury them beneath the noise. But when you're alone, there's nowhere to hide. You are faced with your doubts, your vulnerabilities, and your weaknesses. This can be intimidating, but it's also an opportunity. By facing these parts of yourself head-on, you begin to dismantle their power over you. You learn that fear is not something to be avoided, it is something to be understood and overcome. Each time you confront it, you grow stronger. Solitude also teaches you self-reliance. When you are alone, there is no one else to solve your problems or make decisions for you. You must take full responsibility for your actions, your choices, and your outcomes. This can be challenging, but it is also empowering. It forces you to trust yourself, to believe in your ability to navigate life's uncertainties and challenges. The more you rely on yourself, the more confidence you build in your own abilities. Over time, you realize that you don't need to depend on others to feel secure or capable. Your strength comes from knowing that you can handle whatever comes your way, no matter how difficult. Another powerful aspect of building inner strength is the ability to find peace and contentment within yourself. Many people look to external sources, relationships, achievements, material possessions for a sense of security and happiness. While these things can bring joy, they are not permanent. They can change, fade, or disappear altogether. When your strength is rooted in these external factors, it becomes fragile. But when you cultivate inner strength, you create a foundation that cannot be shaken. You learn to find fulfillment and stability within yourself, independent of external circumstances. This kind of strength is unshakable because it is self-sustaining. Inner strength is also about resilience, the ability to bounce back from setbacks and keep moving forward. Life is unpredictable and challenges are inevitable. When you are alone, you have the chance to build this resilience by facing adversity head-on. Without the immediate comfort or support of others, you must find ways to adapt, to persevere, and to keep pushing forward. Each time you overcome a difficulty on your own, your resilience grows. You realize that you are capable of weathering storms and emerging stronger on the other side. This resilience becomes a cornerstone of your inner strength, giving you the courage to face future challenges with confidence. Solitude also fosters a deep sense of self-awareness. When you spend time alone, you gain a clearer understanding of who you are, your values, your priorities, and your boundaries. This self-awareness is a source of strength because it helps you navigate life with authenticity and purpose. You are no longer swayed by external pressures or the expectations of others. Instead, you are guided by a strong sense of self, which allows you to make decisions that align with your true values. This kind of clarity and self-assurance is a powerful form of inner strength, as it enables you to stand firm in your convictions, even in the face of opposition. Ultimately, the strength you build in solitude is transformative. It is not a strength that depends on circumstances or the support of others. It is a strength that comes from within, rooted in self-awareness, resilience, and self-reliance. It is a strength that allows you to face life's challenges with courage and confidence, knowing that you have everything you need within yourself to overcome them. Creativity thrives in solitude, where the mind is free to wander without the interruptions and constraints of external noise. In the stillness of being alone, your imagination is allowed to roam, explore, and generate ideas that may never surface in the hustle and bustle of everyday life. Solitude becomes the fertile ground where creativity takes root, grows, and blossoms into something extraordinary. When you are alone, your mind enters a state of reflection and introspection. This quiet space provides the perfect conditions for creative thinking. Unlike the structured environments of meetings, collaborations, or group activities, solitude imposes no restrictions on your thought process. You can explore ideas without fear of judgment, critique, or rejection. This freedom allows your mind to play, experiment, and venture into uncharted territories of thought. It is often in these unstructured moments that the most innovative ideas emerge. Creativity requires deep focus, and solitude offers the opportunity to concentrate fully on your thoughts. In the absence of distractions, you can dive deeply into a problem or project, exploring it from every angle. This level of focus is difficult to achieve in the company of others, where conversations, interruptions, and competing agendas can pull your attention in multiple directions. In solitude, however, you have the time and space to immerse yourself completely in your creative process. This immersion allows you to access deeper levels of thinking, where connections between seemingly unrelated ideas can be made. Solitude also fosters a unique kind of self-expression. When you are alone, you are free to explore and express your ideas without inhibition. You don't have to tailor your thoughts or creativity to fit someone else's expectations or preferences. This freedom encourages authenticity, allowing you to create work that is truly your own. Whether you are writing, painting, designing, or brainstorming, the absence of external influences ensures that your creative output reflects your unique perspective and voice. Moreover, solitude encourages problem-solving and innovation. When you are alone, you can approach challenges with a clear and uncluttered mind. This clarity allows you to think critically and creatively about solutions. Without the pressure to conform to group dynamics or consensus, you can explore unconventional approaches and take risks that might be avoided in collaborative settings. Many breakthroughs in art, science, and business have been the result of solitary thinking, where an individual had the time and space to explore bold, unconventional ideas. Solitude also provides an opportunity for incubation, a critical phase in the creative process. When you are alone, you can let ideas simmer in the back of your mind, allowing your subconscious to work on them. This period of quiet reflection often leads to aha moments where solutions or insights suddenly become clear. These moments of creative clarity are more likely to occur when your mind is free from external distractions and pressures. Additionally, being alone allows you to connect with your inner self, the source of your creativity. In the presence of others, it's easy to lose sight of your own thoughts and instincts, as external voices often dominate. Solitude reconnects you with your intuition and imagination, enabling you to draw from your deepest reservoirs of inspiration. This connection is essential for true creativity, as it ensures that your ideas and creations are a reflection of your inner world, not a response to external influences. Solitude also provides the opportunity to engage in practices that nurture creativity, such as journaling, meditation, or simply daydreaming. These activities encourage introspection and free thinking, helping you tap into your creative potential. For example, journaling allows you to articulate your thoughts and ideas, making them more tangible and easier to develop. Meditation helps quiet the mind, creating a calm and focused mental state that is conducive to creative thinking. Daydreaming, often dismissed as idle time, is actually a powerful tool for generating ideas and exploring possibilities. Finally, solitude allows you to recharge and renew your creative energy. Constant social interaction and external demands can drain your mental resources, leaving little room for creativity. Spending time alone gives you the chance to rest and reflect, replenishing your energy and sparking fresh ideas. This renewal is essential for sustained creativity, as it ensures that you remain inspired and motivated over the long term. In solitude, your creativity is not only free to emerge, but also to flourish. It is in these moments of quiet introspection that your most original and transformative ideas are born. Solitude becomes not just a refuge, but a powerful catalyst for innovation, self-expression, and creative growth. Spending time alone builds resilience by forcing you to confront challenges, emotions, and situations without relying on external support. Resilience at its core is the ability to bounce back from adversity and navigate life's uncertainties with strength and adaptability. When you are alone, you are placed in an environment where you must rely on your internal resources to cope, persevere, and thrive. This experience, though often uncomfortable, is an essential part of personal growth and fortitude. One of the most profound ways solitude fosters resilience is by teaching you to process and manage your emotions. In the presence of others, it is easy to suppress or distract yourself from difficult feelings. Social interactions, entertainment, and external noise often act as buffers that prevent you from fully addressing what's happening within. However, when you are alone, you are faced with the unfiltered reality of your emotions. This is not a weakness, it is an opportunity. Sitting with your feelings, whether they are sadness, anger, frustration, or fear, allows you to understand their origins and develop strategies for coping. Over time, this emotional self-awareness strengthens your ability to handle similar challenges in the future, making you more emotionally resilient. Solitude also encourages problem solving, a key component of resilience. When you are alone, there is no one else to provide immediate answers or solutions. This forces you to think critically and creatively about how to address the obstacles you face. You learn to trust your own judgment, to weigh options, and to take action based on your own reasoning. Each time you solve a problem independently, you build confidence in your ability to handle adversity. This confidence becomes a foundation for resilience, as it reassures you that, no matter the situation, you have the capability to find a way through. Another way being alone builds resilience is by fostering a sense of self-reliance. In solitude, you realize that you are responsible for your own well-being. This can be a daunting realization, but it is also incredibly empowering. When you take ownership of your life, you begin to see that your happiness, success, and stability are within your control. This mindset shifts you from a place of dependence to one of independence. Self-reliance does not mean rejecting help or support from others. Rather, it means recognizing that your strength comes from within and that you have the tools to navigate life's challenges on your own. Solitude also provides the space to reflect on past difficulties and learn from them. Resilience is not just about enduring hardship, it is about growing stronger because of it. When you are alone, you have the time and mental clarity to analyze what went wrong, what you did well, and what you could do differently in the future. This process of reflection allows you to extract lessons from your experiences, turning setbacks into stepping stones. Each lesson learned adds to your resilience, equipping you with the knowledge and perspective needed to face future challenges with greater ease. Furthermore, being alone helps you build a tolerance for discomfort, an essential aspect of resilience. Life is filled with moments of uncertainty, difficulty, and pain. Many people avoid these moments, seeking comfort and distraction instead. However, when you spend time alone, you become accustomed to sitting with discomfort rather than running from it. You learn that discomfort is temporary and that you have the strength to endure it. This ability to tolerate and move through difficult emotions and situations is a hallmark of resilience, as it ensures that you can persevere even when circumstances are tough. Solitude also strengthens resilience by allowing you to develop a deeper connection with yourself. When you are alone, you have the chance to explore your values, beliefs, and priorities. This self-awareness acts as an anchor, keeping you grounded even in turbulent times. When you know who you are and what you stand for, it becomes easier to navigate challenges without losing sight of your purpose. This inner clarity provides a sense of stability and direction, which are crucial for maintaining resilience in the face of adversity. Finally, solitude offers the opportunity to recharge and rebuild your energy. Resilience is not just about pushing through challenges, it is also about knowing when to rest and recover. Being alone allows you to step away from the demands of the outside world, giving you the space to reflect, relax, and replenish your mental and emotional reserves. This renewal is essential for long-term resilience, as it ensures that you have the strength and stamina to face whatever comes your way. Through solitude, you build the mental, emotional, and psychological tools needed to navigate life's ups and downs. You become more self-aware, more resourceful, and more confident in your ability to handle adversity. This resilience, forged in the quiet moments of being alone, becomes an unshakable part of who you are. Spending time alone fosters self-discovery, giving you the space to truly understand who you are beyond the expectations, influences, and judgments of others. In a world that constantly demands your attention and conformity, solitude provides a sanctuary where you can explore your thoughts, values, and aspirations without interference. This journey inward is essential for personal growth, as it helps you define your identity, purpose, and what truly matters to you. When you are alone, you have the opportunity to engage in introspection. Without the distractions of social interactions or external noise, you can focus entirely on your inner world. Introspection involves asking yourself important questions. What are my values? What motivates me? What do I want out of life? These questions are often neglected in the rush of daily life, but they are fundamental to understanding yourself. Solitude allows you to reflect deeply on these questions, uncovering insights that might otherwise remain buried. This process of self-exploration is a cornerstone of self-discovery, as it helps you connect with your true self. Solitude also helps you uncover hidden talents, interests, and passions. When you are alone, you have the freedom to experiment and explore without the fear of judgment or failure. You might pick up a book on a subject you've always been curious about, try a new hobby, or spend time creating something purely for yourself. These solitary pursuits often reveal aspects of your personality and abilities that you might not have recognized in the company of others. They also provide a sense of fulfillment and joy. as they come from a place of genuine curiosity and self-expression. Another important aspect of self-discovery is recognizing your strengths and weaknesses. When you spend time alone, you are solely responsible for navigating your experiences and challenges. This responsibility highlights your capabilities, your ability to problem solve, adapt, and persevere. At the same time, it also brings your limitations into focus, showing you areas where you might need to grow or seek support. This honest assessment of your strengths and weaknesses is a powerful tool for personal growth, as it helps you set realistic goals and work toward becoming the best version of yourself. Solitude also allows you to reconnect with your intuition. In the presence of others, it's easy to ignore or second-guess your instincts, as external opinions and influences often dominate your decision-making process. However, when you are alone, you have the chance to tune into your inner voice, the subtle guidance system that often knows what's best for you. By listening to your intuition, you gain clarity about your desires, boundaries, and priorities. This connection to your inner self is an essential part of self-discovery, as it helps you make decisions that align with your authentic self. Spending time alone also helps you understand your emotional landscape. Without the distractions of social interactions, you can focus on how you truly feel about various aspects of your life, your relationships, career, and personal goals. This emotional awareness is crucial for self-discovery, as it allows you to identify patterns, triggers, and sources of joy or dissatisfaction. By understanding your emotions, you can make more informed choices about the people, activities, and environments that contribute to your well-being. Additionally, solitude provides the freedom to set your own pace and priorities. In group settings, your actions are often influenced by the needs and preferences of others. But when you are alone, you have the autonomy to decide how to spend your time and energy. This independence encourages you to explore what truly matters to you, rather than what is expected or socially accepted. Over time, this freedom helps you build a life that is aligned with your values and aspirations. Solitude also encourages self-compassion and acceptance. When you are alone, you have the opportunity to reflect on your journey without external judgment. This reflection often reveals that you are stronger, more capable, and more resilient than you might have realized. It also helps you acknowledge your imperfections and mistakes with kindness, rather than criticism. This self-compassion is a vital part of self-discovery, as it allows you to embrace yourself fully, including your flaws and vulnerabilities. Finally, spending time alone helps you define your vision for the future. Once you have a clearer understanding of who you are and what you want, you can start setting meaningful goals and creating a roadmap for achieving them. Solitude provides the focus and clarity needed to think about your long-term aspirations and how to align your actions with your purpose. This process of envisioning and planning is deeply empowering, as it gives you a sense of direction and control over your life. Through solitude, you embark on a journey of self-discovery that transforms your relationship with yourself. You gain a deeper understanding of your values, strengths, and desires, laying the foundation for a life that is authentic, fulfilling, and uniquely your own. In solitude, we discover our true selves, build inner strength, ignite creativity, and cultivate resilience. It is in the quiet moments alone that we grow, heal, and align with our purpose. Embracing time with ourselves is not loneliness, it is power.